So let's keep trucking with our acids and our bases chapter. So let's look at a problem. We've already kind of done problems like this when we did our equilibrium, okay? So very similar to like what we did with our equilibrium problems. So instead of really kind of explaining it, we're just going to jump into a problem. So it says lactic acid is monoprotic. We're going to talk about this term a little bit more, but what it means is when it releases an H, when it breaks up, it's only one. So I know that my acid, when it breaks apart to the A and the H, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So it's just telling me it's a 1-to-1. Okay? Says the pH of a 0.1 molar solution was 2.43 at 25 degrees Celsius. Determine Ka. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for the Ka. What did they give me? pH. And then it's a 0.10 molar solution of this lactic acid. So I have that. And it's at 25 degrees Celsius. All right. So I'm trying to find the Ka. All right. So I need to know how to write the Ka. So what is the Ka? So remember last chapter we did Ks. And we said products over reactants. And we talked about this at the beginning of this chapter. So if I'm trying to write the Ka and it's products over reactants, I gotta know, well, what's my products, what's my reactants? So what I have to do is I have to write a reaction. I have my lactic acid. I don't have to know this formula. Let's just write HA like generically. So that's my generic HA guy. Got my acid. And he's got to react with something. Well, I dumped him in water. So he's going to react with water. He's an acid, so what do acids do? Bronsted-Lowry, they donate. So if he donates the H, what's left is A minus plus H3O plus. We wrote this down when we talked about Kas at the beginning of this chapter, so you could flip through to those notes. So my Ka would be my A minus over my H3O plus over my HA. We wrote this down. This is a liquid, so I don't count it. Okay? I ignore my liquid. So if I'm trying to plug in these, I need to know what's the A minus concentration, what's the H3O plus concentration, what's the HA concentration. I need to know these concentrations. Well, what did they tell me? So they told me 0.1 molar of my lactic acid, sorry. I have 0.1 molar lactic acid, but that's at the beginning. But I want to know how much I have of it after it's sat around and reacted with some of this water. So what you need to do is you have to figure out an ice table, okay? I know, ice tables, but we got to do it. In essence, if I ask you to find the Ka, you got to do an ice table. So let's do my ice table. Initially, this is the 0.1. Initially, I have 0.1. Ignore my water. This is 0. This is 0. Now, here's the nice part. Because it's an acid, these are always going to be 1-to-1s. And this is always -1 and a +1 and a +1. Negative X, positive X, positive X, because it's always a 1. Because remember, that's a 1, that's a 1, that's a 1. 0.1 minus X, X, X. Now, if I'm trying to find my Ka, I need to find X so I can get these numbers so I can plug them into my A minus, my H3O plus, and my HA. So I need something that's going to help me. So what else did they give me? They gave me the pH. Okay, so if they gave me the pH, does that relate to any of these? Does it relate to HA, A minus, or H3O plus? It relates to H3O plus because pH is negative log of my H3O plus. And I have some more slides if you want to write it over there. So if I have the pH, I can find the H3O plus, which this is X. So I can find my X. Okay? So pH is 2.43. Move the negative. $10 on both sides. And I get that the H3O plus concentration is going to be 10 to the negative 2.43, which is 0.0037. So now I have H3O plus, which is X. So now I know this number. Now I know this number. And now I can find this number, because this number is 0.1 minus 0.0037, which gives me 0.0963. So now that I have all my numbers, I can find my Ka. Top number, next number, over. Okay. Your top comes out to be 1.369 times 10 to the negative 5 over 0.0963. And then that comes out to be 1.4 times 10 to the negative 4. All right, so that's finding the Ka. So pretty much anytime I ask you to find the Ka, it's going to be an ice table. Okay, so if I'm trying to find the Ka, I have to know what's my products, what's my reactants, find my ice table so that I can plug in those concentrations. Because I don't know what this concentration is, because I don't know how much this has reacted with the water to form my H3O+. Okay? All right, so we're gonna stop there. I'll post this, and don't forget, next week is your spring break. So you get some time to catch up or just relax or whatever you need to do. And then you got one more week of hard work and then your semester is over. If you want to work ahead on any of the homework or anything like that and email me or anything, shoot me emails over the break instead of the Google document, because I'll check my email a lot more regularly. And I don't mind checking any of this or helping you over the break if you want to work. But nothing is going to be required for you to do over the break. But if you want to get ahead, I'm here for you. All right, stay safe. Have a good one.